Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm like, what day is it? Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Terry Carey, and I am a working mama of 5 beautiful girls. I have 4 beautiful granddaughters, and I am a stylist and salon owner, as well as I am an entrepreneur. I founded and started Kickstarter Superfood Coffee with my husband a year ago. We have an affiliate program we're running with that. I'm also a digital marketer, and I'm a mindset and a confidence coach. So I am here to help you figure all the things out on how you can show up online and start earning money from home, because there are so many different ways that you can do it. You guys, if you see me in the back, you see I've done sublimation. I have an Etsy shop. I literally anything and everything that comes in my path, I'm like, I can monetize that, right? So I just want to encourage you that if you're at home and you're stuck and you're feeling broke, there are ways that you can make money from home. I promise you. I literally last about, I don't know, 6 months ago, I was Googling, how can I make $10,000 like overnight, right? Because I didn't find the way to make $10,000 overnight. Let's just be real. But I did find some way to supplement my income where I made about $11,000 in a matter of 2 months. There's a history there. We'll get into that. I do have a little bit of a following, so that 11,000 came a little easier for me than it would for some. But if you're just looking to make grocery money, you know what? It can happen. Like that can definitely happen overnight. Okay. We can figure this out. So if you're broke as a joke and you're like, I gotta figure out how I'm stuck and what I'm doing and how I can get out of this rut that I'm in, because you're sick and tired of taking your calculator to the grocery store, or you're sick and tired of waking up to your bank account being negative. You guys, we've got ways that we can help you to get through that rut. Okay. So today's topic is, I have 5 tips for moms who want to earn money working from home. Now, if you're not a mom, it's okay. These are still for you. I just happen to be a mama, so it's just for me. I can relate to that a little bit more. All right. Number one thing I want to talk about is MRR. Do you guys know what MRR is? Drop a 1 in the comments if you know what an MRR is. Drop a 2 if you don't know what MRR is. All right. Let's talk about this. So MRR is Master Resell Rights. What are Master Resell Rights? Okay, you're going to see this, especially if you're big into like looking at trying to earn money from home into digital marketing. You're going to see people talking about Master Resell Rights all over any platform that you're on right now, because it's huge. It's huge. Digital marketing has become a very big thing very quickly. If you're someone who has already shown some interest in Master Resell Rights and you're like, hey, I don't have time to listen to all this, but I just want to jump in, go to my link, check it out, put your email in. I'll get you some information on a few courses that I've personally been able to resell. And that I'm also learning, so you can learn and earn at the same time, which is what I personally love, because we have to start somewhere, right? All right. So Master Resell Rights is when you have a course or a digital product that you can resell. So you purchase it one time and then you can turn around and resell it for 100% of the profits. There are some programs out there, and there's one that I'm specifically fond of that good morning, Sunny, that you can earn 80 to 95% of the products, because it's more of like an affiliate thing. But the reason why is because they host it on their platform. So you're not having to spend money on your website. You're not having to spend money on email marketing. You're not having to spend money on all that. So they actually are taking a little bit more than the 100%. But if you don't want the headaches of doing the email marketing, you don't want the headaches of doing the, setting up your website, you don't want the headaches of looking at all of that, this might be the way for you to go. There are different things that you can consider when you're choosing the program, all right, that you're wanting to look at or wanting to get into. Now, how does it work? How does Master Resell Rights work? Well, you can purchase the rights. That's it's Master Resell Rights. You purchase the rights to the digital product or course. All right. I choose courses right now. I do have some products that I'm also promoting, but those are more like what you call private label rights, which means I can actually change those. Master Resell Rights, you don't make any changes at all. You purchase that and you resell it for it's exactly what it is. All right. Where the private label right ones, those are the ones that you can brand. You can put your own spin on. You can make them your own colors. You can change the fonts. You can put your name. You can put your copyright, right? You can do all of that. And then you can turn around and you can resell that as well. Okay. Most of the time, you have to look at the fine print with every single one. But the master resale rights, think of it like this. If you buy a course for $100 and then you turn around and you create content around that course, you can turn around and resell that for $100, right? And you get that $100 back into your own system. You do this over and over, and guess what? That's a cute little side hustle. That's a cute little side income, right? I did this with a program that I purchased for $900 and I sold it 12 times and I made 11,000. That's how you make money. That's how you can make big money quicker, is buying a bigger ticket item. Or you can buy a smaller ticket item. If you're just, wherever you are in life, that's where you're going to get started. The benefits to having a master resale right program is the flexible hours, because you can work around your day job. You can create content around your day job. You can create content around your children. You can create content around other things that you're doing. Okay. It gives you the extra income, and the product's already created for you. So you don't have to like recreate anything. It's already done. Okay. So that's understanding, and that's explaining what master resale rights. So that's one way that you can actually make some money from home. So let's talk about some real life stories here. Real life stories of people who are doing stuff with master resale rights or with working from home selling digital products, whether they're private label rights or master resale rights. Okay. So let's talk about my friend Sarah. So my friend Sarah was actually struggling, and she was wanting to try to figure out a way that she could make some extra money online. So she found a program that had private label rights, and she decided to jump on in and and purchase a few products on the side so she could turn around and resell them. So what she did was she figured out a part of the market that was interested in something that she was learning about and something that she was interested in. Because usually your perfect customer is someone that you are, that's a lot like you. All right. So she decided she was going to buy some products that would relate to what she could use and what she could need. So that way she could use them and then turn around and sell them with confidence. She could say, hey, these work. This is what I use. This is what I did. And I just want to share it with you. And then she shared it with some friends. They made the purchases, and she was able to do that over and over and over again, and be with her children, be with her kids, be with her family, and still make money to pay for her groceries. Like that's one of the stories. Another story was Jessica. My friend Jessica, she decided she was going to do the master resale rights of a program, not a product. All right. So she needed to find something that she could do around her kids' school activities, their routines, their, things that weren't going to take time away from her family. So she didn't want to have to recreate something. So she found a program that she was able to turn around and share with other people that were in her niche, in her funnel, in her system, in her community, right? That also wanted to do the exact same thing. And so she shared with them a program that was teaching them basically how to do that. All right. So that was something she didn't have to miss anything with her kids. All right. The tip with that is you want to make sure that you're blocking out time around your family. So you want to make sure that you have a calendar that you can list everybody's stuff that they're doing, and then you just plug in between all that. All right. Now, let's talk about getting started. So how do you get started? This is really important, you guys. I want you to take notes on this, because this is way more like important than anything. The first step is to find something that you believe in. Find something that's reputable. What you're going to look for in a master resale rights program or product or a PLR is something that has a track record, something that speaks to you. When you look at it, you're like confident that it's something that's going to help you, and that's something that's going to help your community, right? You want to make sure that there's a community tied to it. You want to make sure that there's people that above you that are going to mentor you, that are going to help show you the way, especially if you're a beginner, because it can take a while to start seeing a return on your investment. And it doesn't mean that you won't make money right away, because you could make money right away, but it's not always guaranteed. There are times that people could go months without making money. And that's because they're learning how to show up online. They're learning how to be comfortable in their own skin and confident in what they're doing and what they're selling and what they're sharing. Okay, so you want to make sure that there's community support and mentorship that's going to guide you and help teach you how to do what it is that you're looking to do. All right, that's something I'm huge on is community. Like I do not, my biggest issue right now with what I'm doing is I had success with a course that I was promoting a program, and I love it. I still love it. But the people I was plugging into it, I felt were not getting the results that I was getting. And I think they're a little frustrated. And so I want to make sure that I'm showing up in a way that I can help them to overcome any hurdles that they're having, to overcome any, anything that's going to hold them back from getting the success that they want. All right. So, so that support is very important. If you're looking for a mentor or somebody to help you, and you want to find some products, I have 3 different programs that I'm actually working with right now, and I can plug you into the one that I feel you would fit the best. We just have to get into a chat. We just have to get into like I just need to talk to you. I would just need, and it doesn't have to be over the phone. It could be through Messenger or email or whatever, but I just need to have some more information about you to kind of figure out exactly what it is that where you are are you a very, very beginner trying to figure out how you can just step into this space? Or are you somebody that maybe has been in affiliate or network marketing for a while and you already have somewhat of a community? Or are you someone who's already done all of the Master Resell Rights, PLR stuff, and now you're looking to want to create your own community and create your own, design your own products, right? There's so many different levels. And so where are you coming in at? That's going to help me help you and guide you and coach you into which program that is going to work for you. All right. Because let's face it, if I get you into if I help encourage you and you get into the wrong program, right, you're not going to have confidence and you're not going to be able to get results and you're not going to be able to sell because your confidence is going to be low, and your confidence needs to be high, and you need to be able to show up with some authority, because that's the only way you're going to make sales. You need to be able to say, hey, I know this product, I believe in this product, and you need this product. Because if you don't do that, people are not going to buy from you. They're not going to buy from you. They're going to sense that you don't, like, you have no confidence in what you're doing. All right. So, and then the other thing I like about these programs that I'm in is every single one of them actually have ongoing training. It's not just one and done. You don't just purchase and then you're done. You purchase the program, you can resell the program, but even when you make your money back, even when you're like your investment is already, like, you've already paid it in full, you still get that nurturing community, and that ongoing training is going to go on and forever, right? So that is very important to me, because I don't want to get you in a program that you're like, let's just get started, let's go through the course, and then we have nothing else to watch or nothing else to look for. So I would love to check the temperature of the room, especially over here on TikTok, because YouTube is like replay, a lot of replay, but I would love to check the temperature over here. How many of you are in direct sales? How many of you are in any kind of Master Resell Right program? How many of you are looking to sell online? Like, drop a 1 in the comments if you sell things online. Drop a 0 if you don't and you want to learn. Okay, let me know. Okay, so the other thing that you need to know with finding a reputable Master Resell Right product or program is it something that's needed in the market? I mean, let's face it, if it's not something that people are interested in, you're never going to sell it. So how valuable is it in today's market? Like, how important is it in today's market? I can tell you a few things that people are really interested in right now. One is AI. One is like, how can I use ChatGPT to my advantage? Because I maybe don't know how to do copy. I don't know how to edit things very well. Like, I'm not really sure what to say. I need help with my content, right? So one is AI. There's programs out there that will help you with that. One is content creation. People need to be able to show up online in order to sell what it is they have, but they need to have content around it. And sometimes they're just not there. It's a struggle. It's a struggle trying to figure out, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to create content today? All right. Another thing that is really good that's out there in the market is ebooks. ebooks are really good. People are looking for things that they can do, that they can sell really quick and easy, that are like maybe low ticket items, but you can sell massive. And what are they about, right? So ebooks are a good thing that you can like resell. Those are PLR and Master Resell Right program or products that you can sell. Another thing that you want to look for when you're finding a reputable course or product is, does it come with a strategy? So that kind of falls in line with the community and the support and the coaching. Does it come with a strategy? Are they going to give you a strategy that says, hey, here's the first 7 days, this is what you need to do. Here's the first 30 days, this is what you need to do. Like, I know a couple of the programs that I'm in, like one has a 7-day strategy, one has a 30, 60, and 90-day strategy. And then another one, we're doing a 90-day run right now. So is it have a strategy? Do they give you step-by-step daily guidance? This is what you need to do for the day. This is what you need to do for the week. This is what you need to do for the month. This is what are you going to commit to? And when you make that commitment, are you going to be able to stand firm with it? Because its consistency is going to pay off, right? So those are some things that you want to make sure that you're looking for. Strategy, is it needed in the market? Does it have a track record? Is there community support? What is the design? And is it going to give you some confidence because you believe in what you're doing? All right. So I want you to check out what it is that's in my stand store. If you're looking at my bio, you'll see my stand store in there, and you'll know, like, go ahead and put your email in there, because then that's how you're going to get connected with me, and you're going to be able to understand what it is that we're doing. Okay. And I'll be able to get you some freebies too. I'm going to be dropping some freebies in my stand store probably later today or tomorrow at some point, and I'll put those out through email as well. So if you're on my email list, you'll definitely get some of those. And those will help you get started and help you to understand exactly what it is that we're doing over here. All right. Another thing to help you get started is you need to have a plan. You need to set your goals, create a schedule, and then you need to stick with it. Be consistent. Don't give up after 4 days of posting and say, nobody's commenting, nobody's liking my stuff. Because here's the thing, 4 days isn't going to get you out there. I've been doing this for a while, and I'm not going to lie, TikTok people, my family, I mean, my friends and my community is more over on FB. And so that's where I've done the majority of my sales. I have not done really much on TikTok, but that's because this is a new platform for me. I'm just learning how to navigate through TikTok. I'm still building up my space, my trust, right? I'm earning the people over here. I've already earned that trust over on the other platforms. Over here, it's new for me. I don't really know a lot of people. And so I'm just learning, and I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking how the videos are coming out. I'm liking like the newness of it, because it excites me to learn something new. And I'm also with YouTube, same thing. It's new for me. Like, my account's not new, but me showing up on my account is new. So I've had to make sure that I'm staying consistent, and I'm not seeing huge results on either one of these platforms, but I saw a lot of results where I've been steady for a while, right? So it takes consistency. It takes time. All right. One huge tip I wanted to share with you is to start small. Start small until you get comfortable, till you get your feet wet, till you make sure that this is exactly what you want to do. And you want to have a good workspace where you want to dedicate workspace. You want to make sure that you have boundaries around where you're at. You want to use tools that are going to help keep you productive. And your investment, decide exactly how much money you're willing to invest, but understand it is an investment. Understand that it is crucial to know what you're spending is going to eventually come back to you, but it might be a while. So if you're going to spend that money, are you able to afford to do that? How much can you commit and contribute? Although I will tell you, like, where there's a will, there's a way, because when I first started with this, like, I have all these businesses, but right now in today's economy, like, the spending and the supplies and all the rent and all the things, electric bill, all of that, it's going higher. And people aren't showing up as much in the salon. They're stretching their appointments out. So the bills are going up, but the income's going down, right? And so for me, I actually had to borrow money. I had to borrow money from my mom. I'm 50 years old, and I had to borrow money from my mom and say, hey, can you help me? And then when I made my first sale, I paid her back. So where there's a will, there's a way. If you see if you see value in something and you know that you're going to make it work and you're confident in yourself and you're like, come hell or high water, I will make this work, then go the extra mile, figure out how you can come up with the money, and then take that money and make that investment in yourself and in your business, because that's what it is. It's a business and you need to treat it as such. It's not a hobby. I mean, if you make it a hobby, you're going to make hobby money. You make it a business, you're going to make good money, right? So you want to make sure that you have a setup, you use your calendar, you stay consistent, you stay focused, and you are confident with it, with whatever it is that you're doing. All right. Here's the thing. You can make an investment of anywhere from like $100 to a couple $1,000. All right. Just know that the higher ticket items are a little bit harder to sell at first, but they have a bigger payoff in the end. Okay. The higher ticket items, it's going to take a little bit different type of person that wants to purchase that. All right. So sometimes it's better to start with the lower ticket items and be able to resell those over and over and over again and make that income until you grow your confidence and your skill level, especially if you're a beginner, because showing up and doing content creation, it takes some skill. All right. Okay. So let's talk about overcoming challenges, because that's a huge piece in this industry, any social selling industry. Okay. I came from a background of direct sales and network marketing. And I have to tell you that we all had some challenges. All right. Because when you're running a business from home, you're going to have challenges. All right. You're going to wake up for days that you're like, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like showing up. Maybe you had some circumstances outside of your control that helped or that made you kind of have a lower energy level. And so it was really hard for you to show up. So let's talk about what we can do to overcome some of those challenges. First of all, time management. You want to prioritize your tasks and you want to set boundaries around your clock, your time. You want to say, hey, now you guys might think this is crazy. She's live at 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida. So it's 7 a.m. Eastern, right? I already got up. I already had my coffee. I already did my hair. I already did my makeup. Like 5:30 in the morning came early. I already, did some orders this morning for my coffee company. I've already been to work, right? I've already done some things. But I had to prioritize coming live at 7. It's important for me to show up consistently because I made that commitment to you guys. I promised that I would be up at 7 a.m. and I would be here and I would show up for you every single day of the week. The reason why I choose 7 a.m. is because my kids like to come in to my office throughout the day. I have 6 dogs. I have chickens. I have a husband who works 2 blocks up the street. So he comes home all the time and he's constantly disrupting and interrupting. And I love him. I love him and I love my kids and I love my dogs and I don't want to yell at them and I don't want to get frustrated and I don't want to get distracted. So I get up early so that I'm in here when nobody else is going. I have boundaries. I have boundaries around that, right? So I have tasks. I have priorities. I'm going to talk in a few minutes about some tools that you can use to help keep you focused and keep you organized. But I have a routine. My routine is very specific. All right. So that's one of the things that you need to do. Now, tech tips. Let's talk about tech. You guys, this is a huge challenge that people are having. Tech, getting set up, getting started, learning the basics, trying to figure out exactly what it is that you need to do. I'm going to tell you, if you're not a YouTube or Google person, or if you're not a techie person, you guys hire someone. Just hire someone to help with if you have your strengths and your weaknesses and tech is one of your weaknesses, get somebody to help you get started. I just recently opened my calendar up to people to help them get started and for a small charge, but I'm helping them get their systems in place so that they can get started. Because what I'm finding is people will buy a Master Resell Right and they'll try to put it in with their domain. And they're like, what is a domain? What is a C name? What is a text? What is a? What is a this? I don't understand how to get it started. I don't understand how to link it together. I am a very tenacious person and I will figure it out. So I have figured it out for the one system that we are doing, the one Master Resell Right program. And so I've offered it to my people. I'm like, for an extra $100, I will help you get it set up. All right. So if you're not techie and you think that this is going to hold you back from making sales, because I can get you set up in like 2 days, whereas I see people that are going weeks without having their program set up because they're just frustrated with the tech part. Okay. If you're that person and you're frustrated, want I want to share with you that there are people inside of the community that are tech people that will help you. All right. Don't let that hold you back. All right. Use YouTube, use Google. If you're like me and you're okay with learning and getting it going on your own, if you're not and it's going to frustrate you, then do whatever you need to do to minimize those frustrations and ask for help. Okay. All right. Number 3, staying motivated. The only way I can tell you that I feel is important for you to stay motivated is remembering why you started in the first place. Okay. What motivates me is the fact that I don't want to wake up with a negative bank account again. I don't want to have to go to my husband and say, hey, I'm working my butt off, but I still need money to help pay this bill. Like, he's out there sweating and he's struggling and he's taking on extra jobs so that he can help me pay the bills. And when I could be doing something that I enjoy, which is content creation and coaching people and helping people learn how to make money from home, I enjoy that and I can do that and I can still make some extra money. So why wouldn't I want to do that? Right. So that's my why. My why is so that I can help with my grandkids. Later on, I'm going to have 3 out of the 4 of my grandkids we're watching today. I wouldn't be able to do that if I couldn't work from home some, right? I work at the salon 3 days a week. And then the other 2 days a week, I'm at home, right? Out of the 5 days. Now, I'm actually home 4 days a week. But those 2 days I dedicate to being able to help my kids with their kids, because I want to be able to be that grandma that can like spend time with those kids and can love on those kids and not be distracted and not be on my phone, because I spent a lot of time on my phone when my kids were growing up. All right. So my why is to be able to help them. Those are my goals. And my goals are, I want to build my retirement. I don't have a retirement set up. I don't want to. I literally was in tears last night telling a friend, I said, she's like, you work so hard. And I'm like, yeah, you want to know why I work hard? Because I don't leave my kids with a mess. I don't want to die and have them like not be able to help pay. I don't want them to have to pay money to keep what we have, right? I don't want them to have to figure out how to take care of the mess that mom has left us. And I left with them. I would be leaving them with a mess right now because we have so much debt and we are so far behind as far as like the debt goes. Like, I got to figure this out, and I'm figuring it out, and we're earning it back. But I want to make sure that moving forward that it's taken care of before that day comes, because I don't want to leave them with a mess. Right. So, staying motivated, setting your goals, those are going to keep you on task. Celebrate your wins, you guys, even little ones. If it's not monetary wins, if it's just small victories, like, hey, I finished doing all my content for the day. Hey, I finished with, making my content calendar. Hey, I finished with my tech. Like, these are small wins that are actually big wins that are going to help move the needle and help move you forward. Celebrate every step of the way and stay connected in the groups and the communities that you're a part of, and have them help you to remind you of your why, help you stay focused, help you stay consistent, help you stay committed, be accountable, help you be with being accountable, and celebrate with you because that's what it's all about. All right. Being a part of those little communities and the bigger communities. One of the programs I'm in, it actually has a community of over 32,000 people. I have to tell you, in my mind, I get a little bit lost in a community that big. So we've actually taken the people that are inside of that community that are linked directly to me or indirectly, meaning like, we've met through either the platforms, but it's a smaller community. It's more like 35 people, I think. And we're in a chat together and we help each other in that way. So make sure that you're in a community that's going to celebrate with you. They're going to remind you of your goals. They're going to help keep you accountable. They're going to help you to want to stay on task, and they're going to give you some guidance if you need it. Like, if you're struggling with like, what do I say? What do I do? And it's not that the trainings won't give you that, but sometimes we get lost in our own heads, and you need that extra community support to help keep you grounded and help to remind you of what you already learned. Right. Okay. So that's number 3 was challenges. Number 4, we're going to talk about leveraging tools and resources. What are some tools that are online that you can use that are going to help you in your online business? Okay. No matter what it is you're doing, whether you're doing Master Resell Rights, whether you're doing digital marketing, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, network marketing, TikTok shop, Etsy store, any of that, right? What are some of the tools that you can use to help you to grow your business online? Trello is my number one go-to for task management and for keeping myself focused and keeping myself organized. Okay. If you don't know anything about Trello, y'all, I need to tell you, I have some Trello templates. Trello is like a game changer when it comes to keeping organized. I know there's a ton of them out there. I don't know that much about the rest of them because I love Trello, so I'm not really looking to veer off of it. So, y'all, Trello is amazing. All right. So, how can I explain Trello? Imagine if you had like one of those little index card boxes with a bunch of little index cards in it, and each one had one of those cards that separated them into categories. All right, Trello has boards, lists, and cards. Okay, boards are the box. So you've got a ton of different boxes that are different categories or different titles or different things that you need to master, right? Inside of that box, you have the categories. Inside that's going to be your list. So on each board, you have a list. All right, you have lists, tons of lists, right? However many lists you need. It's to do, doing, and done, right? Those can be your lists. That's just keeping it simple. Within each list, there are cards. All right, those are your cards. So it's really hard to explain without being visible for me. I'm a visual person. I have to see things. But that's what I love about Trello is it's so visual. Like it's so much easier to keep control and keep organized and help you stay on task, right? All right. So I have some templates for that. I've got a few free ones I'm going to be dropping. I will be sharing the free Trello templates that I have with my community. So again, if you go over to my stand store and you put your email in, I'm going to be sending those out probably later today or tomorrow. But that's just something that you can grab from me. And I would love to get your feedback on that. I would love to hear how that helps you because there's some great ones in there. All right. Canva is another one. If you're trying to create marketing materials or you're trying to create things, ebooks or your own PLR or your own digital products, Canva is it's very set up. It's set up for amateurs really, but you can make them look professional. So I use Canva on a daily. Sunny is my VA, and I'll tell you, between the two of us, we live inside of Trello and Canva. All right. So Canva is something that if you need some help with that, I have a guide that I can share with you and can help you get started because that is an incredible thing to learn about too. All right. The next one would be Zoom and StreamYard. Those are two tools that I would recommend. I would highly recommend. Zoom is good if you want to have like an online meeting with somebody. It's good if you want to set up some webinars. And then StreamYard is good because like for me right now, I'm using StreamYard in order to be live on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time. Because I have my StreamYard set up here and I could actually set it up to be live over on Facebook and on Instagram at the same time. But I'm choosing not to do that right now because I feel like it would be a little bit overwhelming in my brain to be live in so many places at one time. Okay, that's just me. I'm trying to take the baby chunks and baby steps, right? All right. Another great tool is CapCut. CapCut is really good for editing your videos. TikTok and CapCut kind of work together. And then you can use CapCut though for your reels, for your short form videos, for any of that. It's got some great editing tools. They have a free version and then they have a premium paid for version. So depending on how techy you are with it and how skilled you are with it, you can kind of decide from there which one you want to go with. I use the pro version because I like to have all the little extras. Okay, it's not necessary though, but okay, and then another one would be Stand Store. Stand Store is something that you do pay for, but it's a place where you can say you have multiple things that you want to share. You can have them all listed in one place. There are tons of resources out there that are like that, tons of tools. Stand Store is just one of them, but I like it because I like how it looks. I'm actually kind of looking at a different one right now, but I know a lot of people use Stand Store and they put their stuff inside of their Stand Store. So if you go to my bio, you'll actually see my stand store inside of there, and you can click on that and you'll see what I'm talking about, how it's laid out. All right. It's kind of cool because you can put everything in there. So I've got my coffee in there. I've got my legacy builder program in there. I've got, and then I've got my loves marketing program in there. And then I also have selling with confidence, but that's not in there yet. I'm going to be putting that in with the next couple of days. And then some other tools that I always like to recommend are Repurpose, Opus Clip, Get Munch, and Clap. Those are some tools that you can use to help push your short form videos out to multiple places. And it'll take a long form. Some of them will take the long form videos and actually chop them up into smaller pieces so that you have short form videos out of, like, if I take this, say the live video that I'm doing right now, I can take it, I can download it, I can plug it into Opus Clip or Get Munch or Clap, and it will actually, the AI that is inside of that program will actually, take the best pieces out of it, and it rates it. It rates it and says, this is relevant, this is trending, this is, this is good, this is not maybe quite as good, but you could use this. It's all done through AI, and the technology is just crazy. So I would say to definitely start with the free versions of those. All right. Some platforms that you can learn from. Again, a lot of these courses that I'm talking about are platforms that you can learn on. They use School, they use Kajabi, they use places like that. But the cool thing is you can learn and earn at the same time, because while you're learning, you can also turn around and resell the same courses to other people that would be interested. So say you get in that course and you're in module 1 or 2 and you're like, this is really good, my friend so-and-so would love this too. You can turn around and share it with them, and you can actually make 100% profit on that. So some other places that you can learn that maybe aren't so much MRR are like Udemy, Coursera, and of course the all ever famous YouTube, right? Which is a lot. It's free. It's free to learn on YouTube. Here's what I'll tell you though. It's a lot of picking and choosing from YouTube, and there's a lot of opinions out there. That's why I say it's really important to get yourself plugged into a course that has a support system and that has a proven system, something that's actually shown that they're getting results with that course. Because you don't really know over on YouTube if people are actually getting results or not. You just have to kind of follow people and trust, and then check out the reviews, check out the the popularity of the videos, check out to see how many subscribers they have, that kind of stuff. So you just got to be smart. Whoever you're following, just be smart about it and follow the people that you feel are going to lead you in the right direction. All right. Don't just follow anybody. There's so much out there. It can get a little confusing. This is why, again, I recommend a program, because if you find a program that you like and you trust, then you can turn around and also resell. I mean, it's a win-win for everybody, right? Okay. And then the other thing is to find the support system. Again, having a support system is a huge difference, whether it's a forum, a Facebook group, something where you're meeting up inside Messenger, whatever, right? Wherever it is, you want to have that support, so you can surround yourself with people that are going to elevate you, celebrate with you, support you, encourage you, make sure that they're, reminding you of your why and keeping you focused and being accountable and all of that. Like, having that support is super important. Okay. So those are my tips for you for the day. I hope they were helpful. We can do a really quick recap of them where we can talk about, okay, so you want to understand MRR. That was the first part. You want to make sure you understand exactly what Master Resell Rights stands for. It's buying a product and then turning around and reselling the exact same product, having the rights to it. When you buy that product, you're buying the rights to turn around and resell it without having to create it. We talked about some success stories. We talked about my friend Sarah. We talked about my friend Jessica and how they were having success with the Master Resell Rights programs and digital courses that they have actually purchased, and the products, and just that they could be home with their kids, or they could work around their kids' school stuff. Like, those were just really, I love hearing the success stories. That's why I love doing what I do. And that's kind of why I'm taking the shift of moving over into wanting to build more confidence in people, because I feel like there's a gap when you have a Master Resell Right program that is teaching you the step-by-step how to do it, but it's not teaching you how to brand yourself. You have to be able to brand yourself so you can build the confidence in yourself, and that you can show up and people will trust you. Because if they don't trust you, they're not gonna buy from you. They're not gonna give you their email, let alone buy from you. right? So, and a big thing is getting people to give you their email so that you can stay connected, because otherwise you can get lost in the sea of marketing, right? There's so many digital marketers out there. All right. The next part was getting started. We talked about finding a reputable MRR product or or a course, right? We want to make sure they have a track record, community, they have good design. You can be confident in the results that you're going to get, or the results that you're going to promise other people, right? You're going to get ongoing training, something that is really needed in the market. So something that is trending and something that is like going to be popular. Does it have a strategy? You want to be able to set your goals, find a workspace, have some boundaries around that. And depending on how much money you have or how much money you need to make, that's where the investment's going to fall. How much are you willing to invest in yourself and in your program or in your products, right? The next one was overcoming challenges, because we're all going to have them. And how can you stay consistent even through those challenges? Again, having a support system, helping you stay motivated, prioritizing, making your lists of tasks, sticking to your routine, staying consistent, and learning. You guys, learning is huge. I don't know if I really touched on this, but learning, the more you learn, the more confident you're going to be. Okay, as you learn, you're going to start feeling like, I know what I'm talking about. It's going to give you that secure feeling where you're going to be able to show up and you're going to be able to share in a way that you're like, I know what I'm talking about because I learned this. And the more you learn, the deeper and the bigger the package you're going to build as far as your brand goes. Your brand is just going to grow and grow and grow, because people are going to come to you knowing that you have this wealth of knowledge because you've learned, you've spent time learning so much, right? So you want to make sure you're learning, using the tutorials, getting the tech help if needed. Don't let that be the struggle. Tech does not need to be the struggle. There's so many people there's programs out there that you don't even need tech. Or if you do, it's very minimal. Or if it's more than minimal, then ask for help. There are people out there that are good with tech, right? Celebrate your wins, stay motivated, hit your goals or set your goals, make sure you have goals, remember what you're doing it for, remember why you got started, right? And then next was leveraging those tools and resources using things like Trello, Canva, Zoom, StreamYard, CapCut, Repurpose, StanStore, all of that. And then investing time with yourself and your support group and making sure that you're staying with like-minded people. All right. So if you guys love what you've heard, make sure you give me a like and a follow. Make sure that you're staying connected. Go to my StanStore, put in your email, get my 10K and 30-day guide. I will also be sending out more things with that, more freebies that won't cost you anything. And then of course, if you want to spend a little money, there's some things there that you can purchase that will help you as well. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to help you get started and help you start making some money online. All right. I hope that you have a blessed Tuesday, and I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Hop off YouTube first. All right, you guys, thank you so much over here on TikTok. I'm very excited that you were here. Some of you guys stayed